Prepare for action. Prepare for adventure. Prepare for some real monkey shines on the quest for the Quantum Rose. And welcome back to Quest for the Quantum Rose. When last we left our heroes, they had just finished once again defending their new ship from incursions from hostile entities who want to kill them and take them. In this case, it was a pack of Rothians. 4 failures. The animal type, not just being judgmental. Led by one Rothian taker, who are all handily dispatched by our heroes. However, a new threat arises as they hear the distorted, screechy AI voice screaming at them, and the lights go out in the corridor, and you hear a slam from up the elevator shaft.
I look at Kala, being this her ship, and I'm just like, is that a feature or is this a bug?
Yes.
Your new call sign is Bethesda. Anyways.
Anyway.
Kala, you know that while your AI has been known to be a little temperamental from time to time, maybe even mischievous, this seems a little bit beyond the pale even for them.
Yeah. So my first reaction is going to be, you all figure out what that bang was from up top. I'm going to go yank the plug on the monkey.
You want any backup?
I don't think there's going to be too much of a problem in the AI core. I will radio you if I'm wrong.
I mean, it'd be safer to go in just at least pairs.
The way I figure it, it shouldn't be banging. Whatever's banging up there should not be moving. Check that out first.
It's up there from the hole we came in?
Oh, it was, to clarify, it was one big clang, right? It did sound very much like a door slamming shut. Like maybe the bridge door.
Well,
So,
so maybe we should handle this stealthily to start out with. Willow, you know technology, and you're best at sneaking. I'll follow up behind you, and anyone else who can dampen their footsteps. Let's go.
Willow puts up her finger and just goes, 1, I know flying ships. That's my thing.
This is a ship. It flies.
And 2, points at the slightly injured magic corgi. What are we going to do about Zap?
Oh shoot!
I'm gonna lay hands on
because we healed him fairly well last time. Just out of character, we healed him fairly well, but he is still baby.
He is baby.
He is baby on a ship with a rampant AI and potentially reanimated null corpses at some point. Because Willow's still not convinced those things won't come back Dead Space style.
Yeah, it's like y'all didn't really have a chance to sweep the whole ship.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah,
And the only thing Willow has just spacer paranoia dismembered at this point so far has been the remains of what was her name? Of Eve. There has been the remains of Eve. That's the only thing that she has dismembered enough to be sure that it's dead. And spacer paranoia is kind of still there in regards to bodies.
Is it within reason that I have a leash in my sundries?
If it's not on your inventory sheet, I'm gonna have to say no, but you could probably improvise something from rope.
Yeah, couldn't you use your little your strap for your rifle as a makeshift leash? Just hook one onto the collar and the other onto your belt.
While all of these conversations are going on, Kala's already stepped away towards the AI core.
All right, so just for the sake of clarity, the AI is controlled from the engineering core forward panel here.
Yep, that's what I thought.
So you notice there's an awful lot of like electrical discharge kind of things happening in that kind of vicinity there. The closer you get to it, you notice that it's actually like it seems to be radiating from the panel itself. So, are you moving the token, or?
I mean, I did. I was moving to wait to see about the bridge if that was still up and running or not.
Oh, yeah, no, the bridge is still engaged.
Okay. So then, yeah, I'll just make my way over.
All right.
I do want to make note. I would probably have turned on my shields.
Yeah. Okay. Sure. That's important. So yeah, you're currently on the far side of the cargo hold, and you can start to see like kind of little coruscations of light coming across from the other side of the bay.
Well, tell me when to stop, because I'm effectively making my way over there.
Well, it's about when you reach the other end of the bay that you see there's a much brighter flash, and kind of like a lightning starts climbing out of the console, followed by a projection of hard light, and it's this kind of like red, purple, blue. It looks like the inside of a plasma ball if it got loose. Does that make sense?
It does.
Okay, it's a lot like that. And there's a glowing hard light sphere at the center of this thing. And it starts floating around in the engineering section, and it's just basically sparking off of everything that it comes near. And it's sort of drifting aimlessly right this second.
Do I have any type of insight into hostilities, or am I pretty sure this is the core turned, well, plasma ball?
I want you to make a Arcana check.
Ooh, I'm good with those. Sorry, I'm really odd this evening.
No, you're fine.
Effervescent. It's good. We like it.
24.
All right. You recognize this as a rogue AI. This is a manifestation of basically corrupted AI programming. You see that basically the core chip, the cortex, as it were, that held the AI code is in the center of this thing, and it's basically gone rampant.
You set this whole thing up so I would have to spank my own monkey.
You know, I'm gonna be man enough to admit that I didn't see the pun coming, but I'm so glad that you found it first.
Oh God, I wish I could have clipped all of your faces.
That's so good.
Texting?
Well, we are recording, so.
Someone needs to do art. If there are any artists watching, or just
Playing.
art needs to be done.
Yeah.
Art needs to be made or commissioned, because that'll be hilarious.
Yeah.
But I wish I was a bard so I could give you a little inspiration for that one. I wish I was a bard so I could do that.
Thank you.
Yeah. That was good. So yeah, it's kind of just floating around and sparking off of things and occasionally moving in and out of walls. Your equipment doesn't seem to be permanently damaged by its passage, but it does dim and drain as it passes by.
Okay. Can we swing to the other party so I can figure out what the hell I want to do?
Yeah, sure. Okay.
Okay, so what's the plan?
All right.
Who's hard?
Yeah. Is everybody? How's everybody looking? Like, health wise? Like, are y'all good? Do y'all need drugs?
I'm good.
I'm good.
Is Zap
Fine.
good?
Zap is looking much better after getting pets from Caxos.
Yeah, how much?
Like, he's fine. Like, he between the healing that he got at the end of the last session and your pets now, he's back to full.
Okay, I'm
Yeah,
pretty
but
sure
how
I
much
have.
did I spend? Because I need to like take off my points.
Oh, right, okay. So hang on. Let me go back and find.
While you're calculating, I have pulled my
Like a 10.
rope, which takes the form of like just paracord. Taking my paracord and created a leash for Zap, and I have Zap on a leash right now.
Okie dokie. Where did I keep his stats? Damn it. I don't have a proper sheet for Zap. You understand? He's a series of notes in my.
Yeah.
He's a series of notes and a little piece of all of our hearts.
That's true. Okay, so 8 points.
Okay then. Okay.
The plan. I know you and Willow are very good with technology. That slam, if that was what I think it was, we may need both of your skills to get in there. We're all fairly good at killing things if it's a thing that needs to be killed. Like especially you, and I'm just gonna like you two, and I'm gonna point out like Cax and Willow. You almost scare me sometimes. I mean that in a complimentary way. So
Thank you.
Would Willow have encountered something like this before, just in her general travel with Graxes, and would she know
The
whether or not?
Rothians? You mean the Rothians?
No, the AI, the rampant AI,
You don't see that. You don't know about
or
that.
just we heard the thing. Would she be able to just extrapolate just from hearing that?
I mean, you've heard of shipboard AIs doing weird stuff before. I mean, they can get in virus. They can just go crazy sometimes. I mean,
Right.
it's not unheard of.
Right.
So
But-
let's make our way topside.
It's
Right.
usually bad news.
Right.
Like you know enough that when an AI goes crazy, that somebody's going to die.
Yeah.
So-
But with
And
just context, would she know whether or not, just based on that and hearing the slam a level up, whether or not?
Make me an Arcana check of your own,
All right.
but at disadvantage because you only have a general sort of soft idea of what it is you're dealing with.
Okie dokie. With 8.
Yeah, I mean, it could be something that's going to take over your ship and fly it into a star, or it could be something that's just playing with the lights. I mean,
Right. All right. Let's go and check it out then. I'm gonna just start just stealthing forward.
gonna go up the.
Are we going active or passive for this? Should I roll?
First we have to get up to that level.
First, are you going up, or are you going to follow Kalahari and see whatever?
Yeah, I vote stealthy people go up, figure out what's going on. Cal is not going to be stealthy anyways. Why don't we have the loud people come go with him? In case she needs
Yeah.
help.
So, Cax and Kareos, K and K. KK, y'all go down there. Willow, you and I, let's head up.
Wow, splitting the party, my favorite thing.
Well, it was already split.
It was already split. It was going to be split
Yeah.
no matter what.
And this way we have 2 healers for each group.
We're balancing the split party.
Yes, I'm taking Zap with me.
Jinkies.
Right. Oh
That's
my
my
God.
boy.
How exactly do you take Zap with you?
Do the elevators work?
You can make a technology check to see if you can get them working.
Better
Sorry.
question. Can I just see well enough to just go up one of them?
Yeah, there's still a gap space there that.
Okay. How far is it?
And technically, Cax did punch a hole through one of them.
Yeah, I was gonna say is you have a sunroof now on one of these, which
I'll
is
stay for you.
So how far up is it?
it's about 15 feet vertical from the top. No, it's 10 feet from the top of the thing, so 20 altogether.
Hey Zap, come here. And I get Zap in my arm and just like grappling arm my way up there.
Ah, yes, the Batman approach.
I'll just start climbing. If there's like a maintenance ladder, I'll just start climbing up that. Like
All right.
maintenance ladder on the side.
I'm just gonna. So you're not gonna path your way up there,
Path as in,
like use your teleporting.
I can only teleport like 10 feet.
Willow, do you need any help getting up here?
If you bamf to the top of the top of the exterior of the lift capsule and then go from there to the landing deck, that would satisfy that condition.
Like, let's see, how many uses of it do I have left?
Oh, if it's finite, then maybe you should. But I was just gonna say it was a
Well,
bad
I don't have any uses left. I just want to keep them, just want to keep them just in case we need them.
So I had to just.
Fine.
Plus,
Okay.
again, I can only go 10 feet that I can see.
Once I get myself up there, can I just like? I know this isn't the intended use of this apparatus, so you feel free to tell me no. Can I just drop the cable of my fucking grappling arm and let Willow use it to climb up? And basically, I try to I just try to anchor so that she can use me as a rope.
I was just using the maintenance
I forgot there's a
climbs.
maintenance ladder.
Part of me really
Means-
wanted to just let you detach your whole ass hand at the wrist, run it down on a wire, and you go down grab my hand, and just be needlessly dramatic about it.
Need a hand?
I mean, you could technically detach and use it as a leash for Zap. Just let little hand at the scruff of the neck, just there.
I thought about that. I'm gonna be real.
Thank you, thing.
Yeah.
Okay, so you two managed to get up to the command deck without further incident. It is still lights out in here. So you're back to being kind of in the dark now. But if your dark vision's on, or if you have your duct tape mod on your rifle, then you'll be okay.
Who's got a duct tape mod?
That's a Doom reference.
Oh.
I was just about to ask who had the Hello Kitty flashlight.
No, mine was Thundercats.
It was a Hello Kitty flashlight that got embedded into my arm.
Yeah, do I need to be rolling active stealth without moving forward stealthily, or?
If you want to be moving forward stealthily, then you should make an active stealth check. Yes.
Alright, yes, it will be.
Can I roll one of those real quick?
I'll be scouting.
I will roll one with you and hopefully not
17.
bring you ruin and failure.
Are you able to control these two, or do I need to?
To control what?
Your tokens on the map.
Yeah, I got it.
Okay.
Yeah, doing the hugging the wall thing, moving up.
Okay. You don't see anything so far.
I rolled a
Except-
7 on stealth.
Oh, you loudly don't see any so far.
I mean, you've got the dog, and the dog has a desire to murder.
The dog right now has a desire to huddle.
Before had a desire for murder.
He's unlike Chorizo, he is not a heckin' brave boy, and after the spanking he just got, is actually pretty keen to get cuddled by Valerie for a while.
I've still got him in my arms.
So
Baby.
I'm gonna be right back. We're gonna cut back and let Caxaws and Boom Squid have a chat with Kala.
I'm gonna shoot it.
I was expecting that.
Hey,
You talking about the dog or the AI?
Yes.
Don't shoot the dog.
I don't intend on it.
The hesitation
You're
there.
gonna shoot the dog.
I think
Well,
we're
when you
talking
said you're
about
gonna shoot it, you mean the AI or the dog?
Yes.
God damn it.
the mathematician's answer.
It checks out.
It's Kalahari. You brought a dog on board her ship.
Yeah.
And
Well, I was actually
It's a
more
good
surprised that you're gonna shoot your AI.
It's a rampant AI. It's doing something it should not be doing. It needs to be, but it's already damaging the electrical circuits it just crawled out of.
Plus, it's possible that this isn't the original Rafiki. They could have unplugged it and put in a new one, infected with the virus,
Yeah.
or potentially have just infected them anyways, and this is the one that needs to be put down.
Yeah, I was about to say that there's no point in wasting the movement there. Just go ahead and infect the AI and be done.
True. This is true.
That being said, I mean, we can't put him down and then clear him out.
Yeah.
Once we defeat the rampant part and at least yank the core and be able to safely get rid of any particular parts that we need.
Factory
Back in the
reset.
stew, as it was.
Now, how do you explain that to Caxa?
Stab big glowy ball.
Yeah.
Don't stab ship.
Hit glowy ball on head.
Hit glowy ball until not glowy anymore. Then stop.
when it
Remember
stops
what we
glowing, you're done. You don't need to do it anymore.
Remember what we did to the Rothians? Just points over at the core.
Well, that's gonna be that.
That could end badly. You don't want him to trash the whole thing.
I may have to.
We want to fix it if we can.
Bees can get drunk, right? Or bugs, like, because there's studies that show spiders can get drunk off of caffeine.
There's also studies showing what happens when a spider hits cocaine. What's your point?
So explain it like this: a night where you take the hive. The drones are done working for the day. They go out and they imbibe in whatever that kind of nectar was that is Caxos's version of alcohol that we encountered back in the bar episode.
You're thinking ants way too hard right now.
And then the next morning they don't remember anything, but they did a lot of bad stuff in the blackout section. Explain it like that, as being blackout drunk, and we reset them to the next morning.
So Caxa's never been a drone,
But
yeah.
he's worked with drones before, or passed them, or knows of them.
I mean,
Oh
he
yeah,
understands-
absolutely.
He understands if I'm shooting a target, he's probably better off doing the exact same.
Oh, you just have to. I mean, you don't have to like say like ball bad kill it. You're gonna explain it like, hey, kill that thing.
Yeah.
But
I was.
You
I
don't
was
really have
joking.
to explain it.
I didn't mean it to sound like I was condescending there. I mean,
no.
No, we've earned the bug's trust. We point at something and say you should kill that. The bug is trusting us to like give us a good target, give him a good target to kill.
What a
to be
mistake.
fair, if the bug didn't trust us, we probably would have been stabbed by now.
Speaking
True.
of Uis, I had a fun idea for a Leonin idea if we do Theros.
Oh.
Swarmkeeper Ranger, mained Lioness, but the swarm is a bunch of bees that she just keeps in her mane, and when the fight comes, she just shakes her mane and they all just come flying out.
Oh, that's super.
That's horrifying.
We need to bring this character in as like a sister or cousin or something of Kalahari.
Perhaps
I'm absolutely.
we will see how the future progresses. But yes.
Is it a beehive hairdo?
You can call it
That I was
a
thinking.
highway.
Christ, I just realized if I'd have had Kalahari go as a fighter or a monk, I'd have been Aisha.
Very nice. I'd like in a couple levels of Moon Druid though, so she can go full lion mode.
Yeah, but if it's not a full moon, she's fucked.
This is true.
Have you considered
You never go
Leonin Path of Beast Barbarian? You rage, go for big claws. Or rage, go for the like chomp.
Okay, so now the DM is back.
With food, you bastard.
Hey,
Ooh, can I have some?
it got
You
here
got-
when it got here. It's Jets.
You bastard!
I-
I haven't had jets in a decade.
Hey baby,
I
I'll
don't
be
know-
right back. I'm gonna go to
I don't
the
think they
team's
have
house.
that here.
I mean, you could, but you really shouldn't leave
So-
right now.
So what's up with the invertebrates?
We're going.
We're following Kala, following Kala's footsteps, and telling Cax to punch the shiny thing,
Punch the shiny thing?
the glowy
Okay.
thing.
All right.
What could go wrong?
Okay, well, for one thing, like you're like unless you like close up with Callie, you're not going to be within visual range of this thing.
Well, that wasn't going to be the plan anyways.
Yeah.
I actually had a thought. I did actually plan the short amount of time that I had.
Great, good, grand.
I'm glad you said short amount of time because our explosives expert is right in the bay with all the crystals.
I actually plan on utilizing that.
Oh.
Oh,
I'm terrified. Please continue.
Well, we have to wait until we get there.
Fair enough.
fair enough.
DM would stop stuffing it.
No, I'm
Oh,
waiting
let
for
him
you to
have
actually do something. This orb is floating around and not noticing you yet.
Okay. Has Kalahari noticed the other two coming?
We are not.
We are not stealthy.
Not stealthy. Okay. I didn't figure as much, but I did want it to be the Iron Man crawling through a ventilation system.
Oh my god.
So, Kala's going to point to both of you and basically motion for you to take cover next to those crates that she's already passed. If you back up into those corners, if I'm successful, I'll have it drawn back into here, and attack of opportunity can ensue again.
Okay.
Alright.
Well, I don't understand if I got the bait thing from your timing, but so where do we can take cover?
Yeah, right where you just moved.
Do you want to
Okay.
like? Can you ping on the map where?
Yeah, like right here.
Yeah, may as well start it off with a bang. Are you guys in? Yeah, you're in position. Okay, so I'm not even going to worry about trying to call its attention, try and talk it down. It's a rampant AI. It needs to be. I'm gonna shoot it with Scorching Ray.
You can certainly try.
From your magical firearm.
Yes.
Because you got that now.
We're no longer in that zone. I've already got my energy shield up and my gun.
Because I was more pointing out the new thing you got from our level up.
Thank you for reminding me. I had completely forgotten.
Arcane firearm.
Yeah, level 5 is really fun for the officer.
Oh yeah. You can verify what it does. An additional D8 to the bonus. Okay.
So damaging spells.
I can only fire damaging spell.
Oh yeah.
So, yeah, I'll do the 3 different shots. So do you want me to hash them all out individually, or just actually specify if I
Yeah.
one of the spell's damage rolls? Okay.
Yeah. I
See,
know.
Well, I mean, it's just slightly confusing because this spell has 3 shots, but it's the spell's damage roll. Okay, so it's irrelevant. Okay, no worries. First round plus 6 is 22 to hit.
Hits.
Yay. And that's 7 fire damage right off the bat.
Okay. So the first bolt strikes true, and you notice it seems to actually kind of almost absorb some of the magic into itself. It didn't like it. It certainly didn't enjoy that sensation, but you notice it was not as effective as it could have been.
Because I have 2 other rounds to hopefully hit it with. Ooh, 24 to hit.
That also hits.
I would think so, but I wanted to wait and give you time to respond. Ooh, 10 fire damage, please and thank you.
You still notice that even though this was a stronger bolt, a more direct hit, it still seemed to not really land and smack as hard as you think it ought to.
Yeah, I'm still kind of pissed about that.
Mm-hmm.
But I'll resolve that here in a moment.
Sure.
Last round. Dirty 20.
Also hits.
Wonderful. This time I get to add it to the mix. Ooh.
Is that D8 at bonus damage? Is that the same type as whatever else you're doing?
Yes.
Okay.
And that's going to be 15 to hit. I'm sorry, 15 fire damage. And we're not done just yet, folks.
Oh no.
Let me know when you're ready.
Go ahead.
God, I love that gif.
Right?
So good.
Since Zazu's back online, my little crit happy friend gets to take a shot. I'm hoping a 21 from Zazu does. Yay. Granted, this is force damage, and it'll push him back an additional 10 feet. 2d8 force. Tour de force. Sorry. And 13 force damage, please.
He felt all of that one. It sent him flying, and like big tendrils of plasma like start dropping off and like exploding in sparks on the ground as they basically they slow fall almost like feathers. Like there's not a whole lot of mass to them, but they actually have some gravity to it. But when
Like
they
ribbons.
touch, kind of, yeah. But when they touch the deck plates, they arc out and basically explode into a shower of sparks. It definitely notices you, and you hear a really horrible, digitally distorted monkey scream.
Lovely.
The plasma, like the tendrils on it, kind of resolve themselves almost into the shape of a face. It's red and blue, and fangly and angry, and it
I'm
is
so happy with you.
and none too happy with you, my dear Kalahari. Everybody roll initiative.
Oh yeah, that's a thing.
Us too?
Even the not so sneakies. Okay, one sneaky and one not so sneaky.
Nah, you two cannot be on initiative. Just Kala, Boom, Squid, and Axos.
We're just hanging out.
12.
Well, so,
18.
but you're 12 the greater.
Okay. So 16 for Rife.
Did you just call him Raifiki?
Yes.
I hate how good that lightning monk.
Also rampant AI.
Yeah, but that doesn't sound as good.
Well, it's got layers. Use the jokes, people.
He's not an ogre, although he is being an ass right now.
I mean, does he or does he not want you out of a swamp?
Okay, who's 12 the greater?
Karos.
Okay.
Okay.
Boom squid.
Yeah.
Yes. 12 the lesser is Caxos?
Yeah.
You can start using both your call signs more just to confuse less people with both your K names.
Callow, what?
18.
Alright. Well, miss quick on the draw. Go again.
Ooh. Yay. Alright. Well, since the fire didn't seem to do anything good, I think I'm going to pull a game changer. Give me just a second. Did not do force. Oh well, he's still within range of chromatic orb.
Okay.
I'm going to launch a thunder orb at him.
Thorb, if you will.
I certainly will not.
I'm going to go ahead and roll now.
Mm-hmm.
25 to hit, please.
That does hit. You notice as you cast that chromatic orb down the corridor towards your target, that there is a kind of a rattling, shaking crystalline noise coming from both sides of the walls inside the containers. Almost as though something were rattling inside of there and drawn to the orb as it traveled down the hallway.
That's not a good sign. Oh well. It explodes, and we don't have anything else to worry about.
Make an Arcana check for me.
Oh, damn it, I have 4d8 to roll for that. Okay,
Go ahead and finish rolling your damage though, since you get.
Make up your mind.
I'm being polite. I'm letting you have your thing.
Calamity, just grab all of your dice and just yeet them at once.
That doesn't sound like a good idea.
Why not?
18 thunder damage all day.
It definitely feels the impact, and the shockwave like kind of reverberates back down the hallway, and you hear
that sound.
you hear like an echo of that tinkling again as the shockwave kind of dissipates out. It's not enough to actually break anything beyond the actual target, but you definitely can hear more than see the after effects of that shot.
I like that sound a lot less. Oh, do you want me to run the Arcana before or after Zazu gets a shot?
You should probably go ahead and do that now.
23.
You're standing in a room that is chock-a-block full of the same stuff they make dark matter engines out of. They are extremely arcanically sensitive. You are effectively using high-energy weapons in a room full of potentially fissile thermonuclear devices.
Well, I wouldn't be called Calamity if I didn't do shit like this. Zazu, shoot!
Making you aware of what you know.
It's an odd statement, but yes, I fully understand.
On the bright side,
Boom Squid and Dr. Smites, you can both go ahead and make your Arcana check to see if you recognize kind of what's happening here with the way Kalahari's gun and spells are reacting to the environment around you.
21.
Yeah, you have a pretty good idea of what's happening here.
Yeah. There's a reason I wasn't planning on using explosives in this room.
we were worried about the wrong person.
No, you were probably worried about the right person. Really? What were you saying, US?
I'm a 7.
You just like the pretty tinkly noises.
So many lights.
Oh, you can't even see them. It sounds like it just sounds like a Carillion. It's really pretty, and not the Aegis. I'm sorry to say. Anyway,
Still broken in my backpack.
Too soon.
So
remind me again how much damage you said was thunder.
18.
18. Thank you.
And then Zazu with another round. Ooh, that is 18 to hit.
That does hit.
Another 2d8. I like my d8s tonight.
Yeah.
And he's back another 10 feet, by the way. That is 9 force damage.
Okay. Yeah, this thing is angry.
And I'm not quite done yet, because I have yet to use my movement.
Alright.
I'm going to move way back here. And since I'm hoping it won't hear me talk to my 2 allies, I'm going to let them know that I've already pissed off the rampant AI. Probably going to come charging down. If there's a smoke grenade on Boom Squid's belt, when it comes close, probably be a good time. And Kaz, just wait to smack it as hard as you can.
Yeah, we'll take care of the angry ball.
Don't have a smoke grenade, but I can stall it.
Can the stall happen when it gets to us, or are you talking just stalling movement?
Stalling movement in general.
Hey Kaz, how far does that weapon go for you? Your needle on a string?
Oh, I don't think I have it anymore. But I can. Well, I can try.
Okay, so are you done with your turn then?
Yes.
Okay, good. Because that's now its turn. And it sails down through the engineering corridor, making up the ground that you shoved it back, and it pops out like just on the inside of the cargo hold. It sees you at the end of the hallway. It lets out a monkey screech, and from its mouth comes a hard light bolt.
Can I make one quick pun before it does that?
Go ahead.
Hi, Fiki.
Oh. Does a 14 hit?
Hell no.
Yeah, it just got mad. So, yeah, the hard light bolt goes streaking past your head. Unfortunately, that's all the more it can do right now. So, that's its turn.
Unfortunately. Okay, I'll shut up.
Next is...
Boom Squid.
yeah, Karos.
Yeah. So, let me check the range on this real fast.
Blowing the air.
Quick question for the universe. Do rampant AIs typically explode upon deletion or death or whatever we're calling this? He's nodding or swallowing.
I'm swallowing. And
Yeah.
don't know.
We'll find out, I guess.
Fun.
So, new plan. Get it the F to the bridge.
Let's
Choke it to death.
yeah. Let's Let's go for moving back.
I just had a brilliant idea.
Hmm.
Okay, I have to wait for my turn. I just had a brilliant.
All right. We want to try to engage here, or we want to keep moving back.
That's your call. If you can stall him, I can take a couple of extra hits, and Kaz can probably hit at least once or twice. All else fails, it gets to us, and Plan B initiate.
Yeah. All right. I'll throw a bramble bomb down at the limit of my range. Right here. Centered right there. Do I need to roll for it? Just throw it to the square?
Yeah, you can go ahead and throw it at the square, but I want you to know that this thing has got a hover fly speed, so it's not on the ground. So I'm not sure how your
Well, then that'll do nothing.
bramble bomb will help with there.
It would look really good.
It would look really good. It will do
Look
nothing.
Really cool.
Yeah. All right. Then I'm just going to take a shot with the repeater and move back.
Okay.
Oh, and you guys have 3/4 cover.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, I'm going to guess that the 21 hits
It does.
10 damage.
What kind?
Radiant.
Okay. It didn't like that.
And I'm just going to move back towards the bridge.
Okie dokie. Dr. Smites?
Okay, I want to do something just because I think it will look very cool. So first I will move here.
Okay.
Then I will take a deep breath. I will start to glow, and I will shoot a moonbeam out of my mouth into that thing.
Oh my goodness gracious. Callie,
See,
you can hear the walls on either side of you start to rattle and rattle and rattle and buzz and hum as this moonbeam goes down the corridor.
See, I told you bug dragon type Pokemon were optimal.
It's a con save from the.
Con save on his part?
Yeah.
Oh boy, he sucks at those. He really sucks at those. He fails
Yeah,
hard.
15 radiant damage.
Okay. Yeah, that burned, which is weird seeing plasma burn more, but it did it.
And then
All kinds of signs.
X can breathe fire.
almost back, I guess.
Why not?
This makes sense.
You said it was 15.
Texas magic.
15, yeah.
15.
And then I will enter like a little bit of a cooling down my body, smoking.
Are you like steam escaping from between your plates?
Yeah.
I can just see the plates moving, just
That's
like
hot.
puffing out a little bit, just so you can get that exposed soft and just steam rolling out off
like-
of like your chest and out your mouth.
Like spiracles everywhere. Okay.
That's some hot girl shit.
All right. So we're gonna cut away from hot bug shit to hot girl shit and stealthy bitches up top. I say that with love. So okay.
I'm not stealthy. I rolled a 7 on mine, so I'm letting Willow take the lead.
Yeah. Okay. So, Willow, you don't hear anything, but Valerie, just at the edge of hearing, you you notice the commotion downstairs. You can hear like the blaster fire and the spell shots going off.
I just like earpiece. Everything all right down there?
And yeah, you can answer as a free action anyone from down there.
Well, if it's not, you won't have to worry about it suddenly.
Suddenly.
Oh my god! If you're going to kill us all, just at least make sure it's instantaneous. I don't want to feel it.
You know what my hold is full of right now. If it goes off...
Wait, you're in the hold?
Yeah, where do you think I went?
You have to go through the hold to get to the AI core.
Yeah, I thought you were at the AI core. I didn't know you were in the hold still. Oh my god.
Well, we have to go through the hold to get to the core. We did this in reverse when we started on the ship.
We're pulling it out of the hold. Don't worry.
Phrasing.
Hey Willow, can you come over here for like 1 second? This is very important, okay?
Interjecting with 30 feet of with 60 feet of dark vision. Can I see to the door to the bridge?
Get my measuring tape. Yeah. You can see. Yeah, you can just see the door of the bridge. You can also see that it's shut.
Yeah.
Hey Willow, can I borrow you for like 2 seconds?
You
We'll
don't
just-
see anything else in the room.
Willow just takes a little, just sucks in, just like, yeah, that's what I thought that was.
If they blow us to Kingdom Come, and then I just like go in and I kiss you, and then just like pull back. Okay, Now I'm good to die. Let's go on.
Willow blinks a couple of times and is like, I'm not complaining. Let's just have a little more faith, is all. And this is coming from the superstitious spacer girl. She just sort of pats you on the cheek a little bit and just it melts back into the shadows.
Faith
Fair
in
enough.
the agnostic, trigger-happy, semi-mercenary, blowing entire arcane chunks in her own ship. Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So Cal, like a pair of eyes just manifest out of one of the shadows. Like Cal hasn't let us down yet.
There's
Oh, you've got a point. You've got a point.
Some people can only let you down once.
This would be a big letdown if so. This is true.
go
Alright,
big or
so-
go home. You won't know it's a letdown.
So I'm just gonna get up. I'm gonna move in a little bit.
Stealth. Stealth and back up. 19.
My stealth was a 7, so like I'm fucked.
Oh, I rerolled. Should I have kept it?
I'm gonna get around right here.
You
I'm
didn't
going to-
necessarily need to reroll.
I'm going to drop, put down Zap, unclip him, and be like, Zap, stay on Willow's heels, okay, buddy? And I'm going to grappling hook onto the ceiling, get my mag boots, and just get myself stuck to the ceiling, and pull out my bow, readying in action to put a shot through the door should it open.
Okay, cool. I will say this: Zap like wags his little stump happily, like with the expectation that he'll turn around and try and follow. But he turns around and Willow's not there, so he kind of like puts his ears down and whimpers and starts sniffing the deck
baby.
plates to try and find her.
I was gonna say, could he even find me?
And he starts wandering off back down towards the list.
Oh,
No.
fuck.
Wait. Willow's just gonna whistle after him.
Okay,
wait.
now
Zap,
you need to
back
reroll that
this way.
stealth.
Now that I've got him?
Yeah, well, he found you, but you broke stealth, so.
Right. Yeah. I will go back into it. We don't let the poor baby wander off on his own.
I'm not smart.
There we go. 22.
Okay, you are fairly stealthy.
Right.
I will actually have him roll a stealth check of his own.
I rolled a 7. He can't do much worse.
I mean, you haven't seen his stats.
Don't scare me like that, babe. Come on.
Yeah, well, he's only got a +1 to Dex. He made a 17. He is medium sneaky pupper.
He's low profile.
He is low to the ground, and he is like he's doing like the army crawl thing where like he's like laying on the ground and like advancing like one paw at a time.
Oh, it's so adorable.
So, you now have a medium stealthy pupper. You have a very stealthy purple, and Valerie.
I'm just shutting off my lights and sitting still with that ready to action.
All right, so y'all stand
Oh.
there and you watch the door, and it remains resolutely closed.
I'm actually gonna try and see if I can figure out what's going on with the door at some point.
It is closed.
Like if there's any way to hack it in, or if it was closed by
Yeah.
somebody else or by the AI.
I was gonna say after long enough, you can go up and make a technology check to try and
Okay.
figure out what the deal is.
Should I do that now or after we deal with team shoot AI?
Say again.
Should I do that now or do that after we catch up with team shoot AI?
Go ahead and make that now, and then we will cut back to Team AI.
All right. 21.
Okay. You discover that this thing has been basically placed under an administrative lockout, and only the captain or like the actual ship admin account, which is run by the AI, can unlock the door at this point.
Right.
Unless you want to rip it out and like try and hotwire the door.
Not sure that'd be wise, because
Just
Yeah,
ask
well,
Kala. Just ask Kala.
I will ask.
Ask
Once
Kala if
we-
we can rip it up.
I will ask once DM is done doing whatever we want to do next,
Well, okay, so
because we cut back.
yeah, while you're doing that, we're gonna cut back, and it's the top of the initiative order again. And Kalahari, you're up. You have angry lightning monkey and steaming. You're trapped between a steaming lobster and an angry lightning monkey.
God, I love D&D.
Sentences come up. So my first question is, if he gets knocked back 10 feet, is he still within the moonbeam?
You're standing in the moonbeam right now, aren't you?
No, the moonbeam. It's like it's a
A vertical.
yeah.
Oh, so you're basically like spearing the vert. Oh wow, okay. No, I think it's only a 5-foot radius in the beam, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a 5-foot radius, and I can move it 60 feet each turn if I'm concentrating.
So while yes, it would shove 10 foot back and push them out of the moonbeam, on their next turn, Caxaws could just move back on them.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Good.
I love how you're like Godzillaing this thing, right?
Yeah.
Like that's just that's the most. I want to see this.
Yes.
Okay, now that you pointed that out, I can only see like Cax charging this moonbeam up. Like we see a plate near the small of his back just start to
That's-
glow, and then it just.
That's
Yeah, you imagine it like in between the cracks of the shell,
yeah.
Yeah.
going from the tip of the tail.
Luis, can I please? I'm not sure if I can request, but I just really want to plant this in your mind. I would love to see Caxos as a kaiju.
I might just
Yeah.
commission a scene or two of this. Like
Yes.
anyway. So Calla, your move.
My first move is to realize that my name is not Suicidal Kalahari, so I'm not going to be shooting a round of Shattered down that hallway.
Good.
But
But I'm still going to shoot another round of Chromatic Orb. Why the hell not?
Kiss my girlfriend one more time before I die. That's all I care about.
So long as the crystals don't explode. Anyways, 21 to hit.
Yes, that does hit.
Wonderful. Just wanted to make sure. And since it's a 3d8, but I get to add the d8 to the spell, I'm just going to go ahead and roll 4 d8s.
Mhm.
That's 2 8s, a 4, and
That's a lot. So
16, 25 thunder damage.
oh boy.
I'm assuming it's still standing.
It's floating, and it's holding together by the barest little scraps of plasma, but it's still there.
Oh, Zazu!
Okay.
For some reason, I just thought it's not even a fully functional AI, so it's just basically a Pokemon. So right next to my head is just Zazu, Zazu.
It's a toucan.
Yeah, I did model it after a toucan. Or
Hornbill, anyway.
yeah. Anyways,
So we just had a dragon type do a dragon bug type do a massive attack that got stabbed. You're fighting an electric monkey, and you're Zazu on it. This is Pokemon. We're playing Pokemon.
effectively a very deranged version of Pokemon.
No, this is just exactly how Pokemon is.
I will interject. Dragon Blast is a dragon type move that can be used.
Exactly.
Does a 19 hit?
Yes, 17 does hit.
19, but that'll work.
Sorry.
You're fine. All right, another 2d8 and another 10 feet is 9 more force damage.
Yeah, it's barely there. Like you can see like the glow starting to fade and spark out, but it's going to flip you the metaphorical finger,
Do that all day long.
and it's going to cast lightning bolt.
It's not his turn.
It's the end of your turn, isn't it?
No, I have not used my movement, good sir.
Well, then go ahead and use your damn movement.
Well, it would if you wouldn't jump the gun.
But jumping the gun is what we're best at.
No.
We all have guns and we all jump. I'm very good at jumping.
Oh, I don't have a gun.
Somebody get this man a gun.
Is it-
No, it's okay. He's got a big sword.
I have the gun.
All right,
Yes.
I will hold.
Max,
his
where's your
back up.
guns?
Oh no, I'm in the middle of a blast.
Yeah.
Oh, piss. No, you're right. Yeah, nope.
Nah,
not
it's
happening.
fine. No, I'm joking.
No,
I'm a
it's-
paladin. I have a lot of
it's
health
fine.
and
I
a
have
lot of
fucking
AC.
shield.
I
Remember,
have
we talked
22
about
AC.
this. We
Like
have,
bird tested.
we have talked about this. It's fine. I will back up to my bestie cast.
Okay,
That's my turn.
that's fine. Now he's gonna cast lightning bolt.
Is it a dex check?
Yeah,
And it's in a line, right? So doesn't everybody in the line have to?
it is. So all three of
Oh,
you.
damn.
Okay.
No, come on, everybody, won't you do that? Come get. No, you can't get yourself in. Okay.
My dex.
Oh, Oh no.
Oh no. I am gonna make a wild guess that I failed it. I rolled a 9.
Yeah, I'm afraid so.
11.
Oh, Liz.
I know.
Yeah, no.
It's sad every time though.
Okay, so quick question.
Uh-huh.
Does a 19 pass?
Yes, it does.
Okay, so with my Shield Master feat, I get Shield AC bonus to any deck saving throw against spell if also effect.
That's cool.
Subjected to an effect that allows deck save to have damage, can use reaction to take no damage if you succeed with save.
Yes, but only for yourself.
True.
Yeah.
As neat as it would be, it does not actually allow you to like bend the lightning bolt around your buddies.
True.
But you
I
get
still
off.
take no damage.
Yeah. So the other two who failed is 8d6 damage.
Yikes.
Yeah,
That
pretty
was
nice.
the only one damaged, right?
31 lightning damage for you two.
Alright, I'm down.
But
Also, the entire room kind of rocks inward a little bit as the crates are feeling all the dark matter crystals like tugging into the middle as that lightning bolt arcs through the middle of the room.
So we need to put this thing down. Guys.
Caxaws, it's your
Guys.
turn. Well, I mean,
Alright.
strictly speaking, it's Boom Squid's turn, so I guess make a death save. If you're...
Yeah, you need to make a death save.
Sorry, I didn't mean to.
Yikes.
Cool.
get up.
Natural 20.
Yeah,
Is
That's
that
nice.
two
Like-
successes? Do you just get straight up?
it's just 2 successes, I'm pretty sure.
No, I think that's what nat 20 isn't
Yeah,
like.
nat 20, you're back to
zero.
one.
20, just get up.
And
Alright.
that's when you're back at 1 hit point.
I want, yeah.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
you fell over and then like you just like you sit up from the way like just
Yeah.
It's like, to reference XCOM again, the big hulking blue mech suits that have the alien inside. When you kill them, the suit just comes back.
God, I hate those things.
Yeah. I don't know what those
I was
things
just
are called.
picturing like Ironmonger just like going down to the knee and just slowly getting back up.
Okay. So hey, good job on that save.
Yeah.
But that's your
Oh,
turn.
yeah, that's my turn.
So
Yeah.
good turn. Really good turn.
Hellacious.
Boom Squid. You just watched a lightning bolt fry you and your friend. Oh, and make a concentration save because
Oh, shit, yeah.
Oh, that's my turn.
Axe.
Boom Squid.
Axe.
Yeah, but I was very confused there for a second.
Oh.
January?
23.
Andromedon.
Yeah, I just checked too. Yeah, Dromedons.
Just to give reference.
all right. So 20. Yeah, okay. Need you to
Okay, do a con save. I move the moonbeam. I shoot again.
I just imagine all of the crystals now acting like that whole that old drawing board that with the magnetic pieces inside the plastic. Just as you move it, all the magnetic pieces fall over.
Well, it was already pretty far back in the hold, and as it gets further outside of the sphere, like the effect is definitely like lessening. That humming sort of settles down a little bit, and it goes back to clinking on the far ends. This AI does not. It makes the exact same save as before. It's a 2. So
Yeah.
how do you do this?
Well, yeah.
Go ahead and roll your
15.
damage. Go ahead and roll your damage, but
I rolled 15 again.
yeah.
So we are repeating the same thing.
How do you do this?
Well, I charge up again, look at the thing, aim, hold on tight into the ground because I have a recoil, and just like shoot, and I guess it explodes. It sparkles.
Do you hold on with just your walking legs, or you just go down on all of the
Yeah,
multi
on
legs?
all-
And
All
just
6.
I get on my 6, yeah.
nice.
Shit. Caxos
You're
is
effectively-
indeed. Oh, sorry.
No, I interrupted you.
Yeah.
Please go ahead.
You go.
I was going to say, Kazaz is basically shooting that moonbeam between Kala's legs, isn't he?
Yeah, well, maybe I get on the roof, I don't know, somewhere like...
So you're a xenomorph shooting a laser blast, as if xenomorphs couldn't get any more scarier.
I was
Mhm.
just gonna say Caxos is a biological artillery piece.
I love it. I love everything about this. So yeah, the moonbeam, as it strikes, it peels away the last layers of plasma, and you see like the cortex itself flash bright white for a second before shattering into a just explosive glitter cloud. and it just starts tinkling down and raining all over your deck.
And if we are out of initiative, I would like to cast Cure Wounds on.
You are, and you can.
And if that's happening, I'm immediately running my ass over to the AI core to yank it to keep.
Well, the core came out with the Cortex, so what you have is an empty socket.
Oh, okay. Well,
You have like half the components for the core itself, but you're gonna have to replace the memory core, and you're gonna have to like either get an archive safe backup of the AI personality that was in there before, or get a new one.
get a backup, of course, but I'll wait. Yeah, I'll do that once I get the remaining parts.
Yeah, so that'll be a little shopping trip for you.
Okay.
Yay.
So 9 HP for Wound Squid, as I guess I lick
Cool.
the suit, they do healing.
The healing is so good.
So, when you get over to the AI console, though, you do find the command lockout. So basically, the entire ship is placed on lockdown, but your credentials still undo this. But you need to make me a data check to basically untangle the password that they set it to.
As soon as you get over there, I want you to hear over your earpiece. Kala, can you give us the password to get onto the deck? Can you give us either that or permission to stab the thing?
So I'm going to leave that unanswered in the hopes that a 18 would work on a data check.
On the nose.
And I would immediately open the doors from down there. No response, just doors are open.
Yep. So you now have control of the ship again. Your AI core is no longer fucking around. And while there's still a gaping hole in your ship in the side, it's currently being held together with force field, and you can manage to land to effect repairs.
Half of us could do the repairs
In space.
in space. if they could work.
Mm.
And you guys keep, well, no, specifically one person keeps wanting to walk along the hull.
Yes, but I'm not good at fixing mechanical.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that part.
Willow just
Let's go land.
Willow's like just gets over the comments like, yeah, we like good job down there, everybody. I'm assuming we took care of it.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Unless
Yeah.
there's anything else up there with you, please check.
Now let's take a look inside the cockpit real quick.
As soon as the cockpit opens, do I see anything to trigger my held action of blast it?
No, but if my memory serves, there's still a few dead bodies in the front of the cockpit that you haven't cleared out yet.
I
Yeah,
shoot the dead body, just a fear response.
just Taco's dead body and the
Adam and Eve.
crab guy, Adam. Eve's been vivisected essentially, or chopped into multiple pieces by the joints.
There's another hole in fucking Taka's chest now, just because I'm not actually professional.
I don't want to talk about it.
Willow's going to just go to each of them and head with the laser swords.
They spark a lot. The Adam and Eve do. As you sever their heads.
I'm gonna get down off the ceiling and just like
Oh, that's right. I don't have to bother with Taka's head. Kala has it.
That's right.
join them.
My new personal bobblehead. Or Muppet, whichever one.
So
Yeah.
yeah, as you reestablish contact, you do find pretty quickly like the radio signal control for Granny Promethia's little private island, their security force.
While Willow's doing that, could I look at our MacGuffin? Could I look at the Aegis Carillion and just make an
Sure.
examination of it?
Yeah, go ahead and make me an Arcana check first of all,
Okay.
and then make me an investigation check second.
Sorry.
No, go for it.
So an Arcana check. That is just a +2 because I am lightly smart. I don't think a 12 gets me anything.
You know enough to know that you know nothing about this thing, and you realize that you are going to need some outside sources for help for this one.
Okay, and what was the other check, or does it even matter anymore?
Investigation to actually like physically inspect the object itself.
I have a +5 to that, so it's like a 22.
You begin piecing all the bits together, and you realize there's a chunk of it not accounted for yet.
Bitch.
It's like right off center of the middle, probably where the initial impact was.
I thought I collected the whole thing. Shoot.
It sure looked like it
Fire.
at first, but once you actually get it all back together, you realize there's like it's the booze door splinter of this bit.
Oh.
Small,
Alright.
small but crucial.
Hey Willow, can you help me look around for something?
If I'm done with my call, putting in my call to Prometheus forces, I'll turn around and go, yeah, what's up?
Okay, so you see this shield right here? The one we were sent to get that what's his fuck so rudely dropped and broke after I'd shot him in the face?
Will just like quirks an eyebrow at that.
Look, I wasn't holding it, so I'm not the one who broke it. Anyways. So you see this little like indentation right here where it looks like it should be smooth? It should be smooth.
Yeah, Willow's going to go over to Adam's corpse and just sort of give him a pat down, and even just like if she doesn't find anything like in his actual clothes of like the remnants of it, she's gonna just rip open the front of his shirt to see if it actually embedded in his skin or anything like that.
Make me an investigation check.
All right.
I'm also just looking around on the floor just to see if I can find it.
Okay, I'm
That 4, unless I get an advantage from help from Willow. Not
no,
Willow,
but you do get
Val,
help.
Yeah.
You get help from Zap.
Yay.
Zap comes around and he sniffs the Aegis, and he comes over to the body of Adam and he starts sniffing, and he starts sniffing some more, and actually like his nose kind of stops in the big gaping hole that was blasted into the side of him, and he starts kind of pawing at the edge of the wound a little bit, but he doesn't want to get his snooter all the way in that.
Yeah.
No,
Willow's
I'll
going
come
to-
over there.
Yeah, Willow will actually put a hand up for Val and just tap her middle arm just to remind her invect stuff. And Willow will actually be like, "Can I actually have one of those? It's just precaution."
One of what?
The gloves.
Oh yes, actually. Cool. Yes, I was actually going to suggest them.
Yeah,
I
Willow
pull out
will-
a pair of gloves for Willow, and I put on my own gloves.
Yeah, Willow will actually be the one to dig into his open wound to try and pull it out.
I like go to my
bag.
I go to my bag to pull out like a scalpel
You
and some,
assisting Val?
Yeah, because I go to my bag to pull out like forceps, a scalpel, like actual stuff to do this, and I just turn around to see you digging it with your hands. I'm just like,
There's like white synth blood everywhere.
I pull your hands back
With
and just put the
advantage,
stuff in your hands.
for the help, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's a 15.
You think you can feel the edge of the fragment, but it's just outside of your grasp. Like you can get a feel of it, but you can't quite get a hold of it.
All right.
Just the way that it's embedded in the body, it's kind of stuck in a piece of bone analog.
You
We got
mind if I try, Willow?
Go ahead. Just be careful, all right? It's pretty deep in there. It's stuck on like a bone or something or whatever it is he's got in him. He was the mutated one, right? The one with the big claw.
he's actually also an android.
Oh, right. Warp
Oh
fuckery.
shoot!
These are both.
Sorry.
These are you. Yeah, I was gonna say is you've actually been up in their guts enough to recognize these as version 13s.
Oh, she definitely. Oh wait, shit. Sorry. So I presume a medicine check.
Yeah. With advantage
Well,
because you've already been given a lead on where to find this thing.
okay. So that's a 22.
Okay, so you are able to get a hold of this thing, and you do manage to extricate it. It looks
Holding
like
it with a pair of
yeah,
tweezers.
it looks like once you fit it in place, it fits perfectly. And there's a moment where you think it's going to reseal itself, but it doesn't. It's whole. You have all the bits of it, but it is inert and decidedly non-magical.
Did we ever get a description of what it looks like?
So basically it's a big shield, but with a gong kind of the striker on the front plate of it.
Mhm.
And there is on the back, it's like the arm brace has some weird extra hardware suggesting that perhaps it could be mounted on a rack, right?
Mhm.
So this device, it's fairly ornate, like decorations around the rim. It's got a lot of like magical glyphs and circles around it. It like it, with an Arcana check, you would be able to tell, like, pick out the runes for like resonance and harmony and things like this. And um, it's a little harder to make out in its current state because with the fracturing of the actual plate itself, some of the way that it was constructed has been lost, and the pieces don't all show the same information at the same time. It's almost like looking at one of those lenticular arts where, like, if you rotate it, the thing moves or changes. But in this case, the various fragments are not all aligned perfectly, so they're showing different facets of the shield at different times.
Right.
Gotcha.
It's a little unintelligible.
Yeah. But yeah.
So there's no getting to my earcom. Hey guys, it's clear on the shield. It's clear on the bridge. We found the last piece of the Aegis Carillion. We're gonna need someone to fix this. Anybody know mending?
I mean, we're going to see Granny anyways, huh?
True.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm pretty sure Calla will take over piloting from here, and I want to make sure that this place is swept of any potential, let's just say, pest problems.
Okay.
Would you like to handle that, or do you think you can handle that by yourself?
Actually, once we can hand Zap off to Boom Squid, then yeah, I would definitely want a hand here. We are going to be shoving a lot of heavy hyena bodies out of the airlock.
Don't forget to leave Kaz a snack.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, Yes.
I will make sure that comes over the comm, right?
I figured you guys were already.
But yeah, we're on group comm. Yeah, we'll just be like, don't worry. I'll make sure. Actually, Kaz, Cax, do you want the whole thing or do you want piecemeal? Because I'm pretty sure we just need just the head to come off, or at least some of the limbs.
I'm not greedy. I can do with a leg, because the thigh is the tenderest part.
Well, let's just take the head off and leave both parts separate just for Cax. How's that?
Willow just takes a moment in this and just mutters to herself, "I love my job." Unironically, just I love my job. She's getting to travel with some very interesting people.
I will cure wounds, Boom Squid again. For
Thank you.
8 more.
8 more?
Yeah.
Cool.
There's some welding gear in the holes in the engineering bay if you need any.
Oh, since
I mean, if I get a short rest, yes.
Hey, since Taka was a android, can I?
Oh no. Sorry. Let me clarify and be very, very clear here.
Oh, not Taka. It was the other guy.
Adam and Eve 13 were both V13 series androids.
Okay.
Taka was cybernetically enhanced, but still a Leonin.
Okay. Sorry.
And weren't the V13s also either void touched or infected?
They were V13 crazy on top of being Invect crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
On top of being fanatics on Nihilus. So
nothing you can really salvage there, huh?
Nothing salvageable at all. All right.
it brain like a bag of cats in a sack.
Yeah, we can just. I'd like to hold on to these bodies specifically until we are close enough in the gravitational well of a sun that we're not in danger, but we can just drop these off and they'll slowly float into that.
Pin them to the decks, then. Just don't keep them all together.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds good. I'm just.
Like, okay, so you know enough about these androids to know that they're not like fucking vampires. Like, you don't have to like burn the body and spread the ashes across 2 different plots of land and across the body running water and salty earth.
You think
It's
that's
not
gonna stop me?
No, it's just personal hatred.
okay. So
For them giving androids like me a bad name.
if you're just
Yeah.
disposing with extreme prejudice, then I guess that's on you.
And Willow's
Exactly.
is a little more of that spacer paranoia because she's seen one of them come back to us like from death once. So it's like, nope, this is going.
True.
Yeah,
True.
that's why she
Like,
was.
I didn't ask to be an android, so like, I'm gonna at least keep my reputation clean as an android.
Right.
Rule was it? Rule number 2, double tap.
Mhm,
Yeah.
double tap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I've put on the map here just like kind of an abstract representation of what you might expect the Carillion to look like before it got shattered.
Ooh.
Neat.
Ooh.
If I'm
Well,
running
you
a
keep
paladin, I'd
saying
rock that
shatter as
shield.
if it's anybody's specifically fault, you know. Jeez.
If I were running a paladin, I would totally rock that as a shield.
Absolutely.
It definitely would have something to say about that probably, but since nobody tried and found out, we found out. So yes, with that being said, what is it that you transmitted back to Granny Promethea's security?
What was the guy we talked to? What was his name?
Well, let's see. The one I remember most readily offhand was Belly.
Billy.
Yeah,
Is it spelled Belly or Belly?
it's Beli.
Beli. Yeah. All right. Will is going to find the comm channel.
I think Kaz was the other guy. I have it
Other
written down
people.
somewhere, but I don't have it. A quick
People
reference.
named Kaz. Okay.
Sorry,
Will is going to
what?
get on comms, find the channel, and after a while, she's just going to go. All right. She's going. Okay. This is Belly or Kaz, come in.
On my way.
You survived.
Yeah, we got the rock back. The rock has been reclaimed. Taka is down, and so are two version 13 void priests.
Oh, you got the acolytes.
Hmm.
Good job.
Also of note, what kind of I'm just gonna come out and say it. There was a mishap in the struggle, in the firefight.
Elaborate.
The Aegis took a very nasty hit from a stray shot.
It's like, that's
No, it
okay. It's
wasn't-
an artifact. It should be indestructible.
It's in
It
3 pieces
is-
in my hands right now.
Okay, so Willow, you're gonna hear, like, over the comms, you're gonna hear Granny Promethea shrieking, "What?"
Willow does that sort of just recoil from the on the side of the ear, just like,
like over Belly, even like on the comms, like you hear her shrieking.
Willow's just
Hey.
like, yeah.
Hey, Belly, tell Madame Promethea that unless her shrieks can fix things, please stow them, because I don't want her to damage my pilot's ears.
Oh no, she is cussing a blue streak right now in several different languages, and only a couple of which you remember or recognize.
I only know 2
Willow-
languages.
Some of those myself.
In
Willow
between,
looks-
in between
Willow-
the stream of epithets and promised threats of bodily harm, you can kind of make out 2 very general ideas of "get down here" and "now."
I'm gonna wait until
Willow-
she's done cussing.
Yeah, Willow just goes, looks at Belly and is like, yeah, we'll be down there quick as we can navigate the field.
Tell
And then
tell Grandma when she can talk to us, like when she can calm down, we'll talk.
Willow,
I'm not going down. I'm not
before
gonna
Val
walk
says
into a dead
anything
magic
more, Willow
zone.
cuts the comms.
So sassy. You know, she only stays in the dead magic zone because she wants to.
Yeah. Willow cut the comms midway between Val saying things because she doesn't want her to get any more mad before she sinks herself into before Val sinks herself into a further hole.
You know,
Then-
if I die,
then
I
she-
die.
Then Willow changes channels over to Kala. She goes, Kala, we need to get down to the surface now. Granny is mad about the the Carillion being in pieces. Is it all right if until you get back up here, I just start our descent?
You guys need to get back to the hero's journey and point me through this fucking minefield. We
Right.
don't know all the extra dark matter zones. I would much prefer it if the hero's journey flew ahead of me while we make our descent. So you start
Right.
heading that way, I'll head back up the ship. We'll probably...
All right, roger that.
Okay. So go ahead then. We can fast forward this a little bit. Make me both of you, Willow and Kalahari, make me a series of 3 piloting checks flat.
Alrighty. 16 for the first one.
Okay. Okay.
Oof, not 1 on the second. Damn it.
Oh.
And an 11 on the third. I am not good at this.
Okay. So
I have expertise in this.
right.
Dirty 20 on the
Now-
second,
Okay.
23 on the third.
All right. So effectively, what happens is, the first little cluster of dead magic you managed to navigate pretty successfully just by watching the little demi whiskers. But shortly after that, a rogue cluster, I guess, catches you on the left side and pulls your engines out. So you go careening off into one side. Fortunately, the Proud Rock, Kala, you see this uncharted anomaly, and you manage to avoid it. But in doing so, in getting pulled off course, Willow, you basically almost overcorrect and just manage to avoid colliding with Kalahari as you right the ship and get it pointed back in the right direction. It helps very much that Kala was on the nose and able to basically bend her path into yours so that you passed by each other in a really graceful little arc. But you do manage to get touched down on the ground and are met at the dockside, just Belly this time, and an extra empty boat. She looks kind of sheepish. It's just Kaz took her to the quiet place for a while.
Oh God.
I produced a recently duct taped together Aegis Carillion.
Willow just points at Willow's behind them a bit, and Willow just points at Val.
So these are
To indicate
starter
she
out,
did.
so they already have kind of a pale, dusky complexion, right? Like that kind of ashen gray.
Mhm.
She goes even more gray than usual, like at seeing this duct taped, vent taped, priceless artifact of time and all of space. So, hang on. There's actually a floating case that she brings over with like latches and it looks almost like a repulsor, but it's like gnomish make, and you can hear it like whining, and it's got like little quadcopter rotors on it.
So good.
Can you put this in there, please?
I put it in there, and it makes notable like clinking
broken
noises
china.
of a very broken shield. It's like,
Yeah.
it's
So-
just like careful, it's a little crunchy.
Yeah. Belly closes the lid and like stows it on board the boat, and you all make it back to Granny's island. And even the dog is just like got his head down, his ears are like, oh. So
I was actually going to ask if, just not even caring about the shield, if Kaz and Boomsquid would assist with repairs, unless our other friend Kaz is effectively dragging us back to said area.
oh well, no, Caxos is welcome to do whatever, but somebody has to show up for Granny. So who wants to go?
I'm most certainly going.
Okay.
I say Curios and Cal stay behind because they
Yeah.
know how about technology. The Caxalas and Val has to go. Willow
Y'all can
is-
go. Y'all can check in the dwarvish or the gnomish tech that you borrowed.
Yeah. We
Okay.
can
Yeah.
check in the gnome tech.
Yeah, but
What gnome tech? I didn't come back with any gnome tech.
Yeah. Okay. No, that's not gonna fly.
I
Yeah, Willow.
Okay, I wanna
will-
buy
if
credits
she
in that
if
use.
Calla says that aloud, Willow is like she can see all of time and space.
Don't try for it.
I want to see you fail, so I'm going to encourage you to do it.
Fuck it. I'm more worried about my shit. All right,
Yeah.
take the broken china back to her.
We collect the weapons and we're going back to the island.
I mean, how much help can I be with the repairs?
I'm just trying to
you-
keep you out of some trouble. You're good with strength, so you could help us with the heavy lifting.
Yeah,
But I mean,
'cause-
is there like heavy lifting to do?
We have a giant, well, semi-giant ship stabbed into the side of the rock.
Melting.
Melting.
yeah.
Oh,
There's
okay,
definitely
yeah.
some repairs to do.
There's definitely some heavy lifting to do.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then I will help.
So,
Yeah. Just a reminder that the Comet Kazi is in fact made of like basically, yeah, it's made of a very like an ultra dense, ultra hard kind of ice called like ice 19. It's basically
Mhm.
what happens when you take regular ice and you like diamondize it.
So
So
I
you-
shouldn't put that in my margarita.
No, you should not.
Yes, you should.
absolutely.
I mean,
it-
no, you should only mix it with hard liquor because it's hard ice.
Oh.
Anyway, so
Be fine then.
If there's any biological components, I've asked them to get me like scrapings and maybe some DNA samples if there is any.
It's mostly slime at this point. The impact
It's-
tends to.
Slime still goes in a test tube.
The design of the thing was such that it was meant to basically inject its payload, which is like the quartet of failures, into the hull of a ship that's been pierced. Yes.
Okay.
So it's almost like an ovipositor in that way, except that they're popping out fully grown little bitch soldiers.
Okay, you didn't need to bring my kinks into this.
And they sometimes happen to have, lieutenant, like the takers that direct and lead them. If they're leading a successful boarding action, then they need someone that can actually pilot a ship later. Yeah, but these things are not. I mean, they're not made of metal on the outside. They are, in fact, just made of ice. So now that they're on a planetary surface and it's a bit warm out today, this thing is starting to melt and basically falls out of the ship like a half an hour after it gets landed down. So you now do have a huge gaping hole and a big slush puddle of Rothian goo and weird sci-tech.
Yeah. I don't know how well studied Rothians are in this universe, and I'm a biologist, so that's why I asked them to get sampled for me.
You do, however, find a crystal rod weapon and a psi helm among the wreckage.
Cool.
I can store that later for identification.
Okay, so the other two, I guess Valerie and Willow are going, and Zap, since he seems to like hanging out with you two.
I put Zap on his leash again, so he's with us.
I mean, he likes hanging out with everybody, but you two seem to get in the most trouble.
That's fair, honestly.
He likes the engine. He likes the engine room, but he also likes getting into like weird shit. And you like go.
Look, lesbians and dogs are just—it's just like peanut butter and jelly.
Did you have to fucking say peanut butter?
Yes.
I might have to cut that. I might. I'm not.
Wait.
I'm not. All right, moving on.
Moving on.
So when you arrive at her estate, which is, let me remind you, this weirdly sort of Seussian, like minimalist. It looks like a cubist built a house and then had a melty acid trip after the fact and went back and fixed it.
So it's like the Winchester house.
A little bit. It's more like if somebody just took like a regular ugly ass house that like had the cubist influences and hold it like taffy in places.
Okay, it's like melty cubism.
Yeah, exactly. It suggested like it started out with straight lines, but they're not anymore.
Like the story of my life, anyways.
Sure. But you hear like two very loud humming voices, and one of them you recognize as Kaz, like trying to basically lead a chant, like just and you can hear Granny's voice. It's not working. I'm still angry. Where are they?
So it's like that scene from Mulan where Chimpo is like holding Yao and just trying to do the little chant thing, but it's not working. He's still angry.
Yes, Julie, very much like. And,
Beautiful.
And so you see as you round the corner, coming down from like what appears to be like a little rock garden, right? A little Zen garden area. You can see her stomping down the steps, this little petite Lady Gaga of an elf. And just the air around her is starting to like crackle with like gathering arcane power. And she's like, where is it? Let me see it! What have I done? And like
you're at an 11. Like I'm just gonna tell her
hands.
like you're at an 11. I need you to be like at.
Willow slaps her hand over her mouth.
Okay, so before anyone can do that, I need you to make me a Constitution.
All right, but if this is an attack, I'm swinging back. I do not care. If Val dies, Val dies.
Do not swing at the old lady.
She swung at me first. She can eat me.
The old lady is the only hope for the universe.
Well, she should have thought. Well, I got a 7.
Yeah. Okay. So basically, as you let the mouthing off out of your mouth, she does this, and you go ass first into the lake. You feel a mighty tug of gravity, and it just jerks you sideways and into the lake.
I can't use my reaction just like grappling claw. No, we're in a dead magic zone. I don't get to grappling claw.
Yeah, you're not sure how this works exactly, but you felt gravity go sideways for you all of a sudden.
Like I just fell into the lake and I'm just like, oh yes, wizard bullshit. Turn off the magic for everyone else.
It's not even
turn off the stuff.
It's not even that. Like you know you're in a dead magic zone. You know you're in a dead magic zone. You don't know what else there might be beyond magic that could make you do this, but it fucking happened and it felt very powerful.
Oh, psionics problem.
So,
I get back up, I walk over to exactly where I was, and I say the exact same thing again. Because she's still at an 11, and I need her at a 4.
That's going to take a while, I'm guessing, because it took a bit for us to walk to the house the first time.
Well, so there is, like, she's basically at the house is built on the other shore of the island. Does that make sense?
Right. Mm-hmm.
So basically, this part of the lake is on the other side from where the dock was.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, where did she throw Val?
So,
basically, it's in front of like the main big bay window, like the main glass, right?
So how far away was that thrown?
It was about 40 feet.
Question:
Okay.
Does Val skip?
This is a good question.
Skip on the water.
This is a good question.
No.
I'm very heavy, by the way.
To observe it, Willow, you would have likened it most to her suddenly falling sideways.
Okay, I get back up. I walk over there, and just stand right next to Willow again. I'm just like, did that make you feel any better, big?
Before
kid?
she says anything, I cover her mouth.
I'm just like, do you feel big and bad? Are you done now? Can we talk? Are you fucking
Other
done?
hand.
So
all my lights suddenly turned red as I turned to Willow.
You're depowered for as far as you know, because you have no magic here.
Okay, so all my LEDs are just like.
I mean, you can blink, but that's about it.
Okay.
Anyway,
like I wasn't gonna like do it. I was literally just changing the color of the lights. That's it. I was just like, all right.
Willow just gives her a brief look and just goes, just mouths.
You can tell seething rage in the one more biological looking eye I have.
Promethea actually turned to look directly at you, and in a voice that is much more controlled, but also has that hard, cold edge of like carborundum on it. You shot my shield. You're the one who did this.
I raise my hand.
Put it down.
You put your attitude down.
I still have my hand.
Calm down, and we can talk.
Willow hasn't taken her hand off.
You're just gonna throw me again, and I'm gonna walk back over here, and we're gonna get smart with each other, and you're gonna throw me again. So I'm done. I have been shot at, stabbed, burned. I have been through so much shit to get this back to you. I am not gonna deal with your attitude just because you couldn't be bothered to go get it yourself.
Willow still had her hand over her mouth, so it's all muffled, I'm guessing.
Honestly, it's a speaker. My mouth doesn't have to move. My throat is a speaker, anyways.
It's still muffled.
You hope it's muffled.
At this point, all Willow has is hope.
Well, I will say this. At the very least, you managed to amuse her so much at your ignorance that she completely forgot about being angry and just starts howling with laughter because you have literally no idea what you just said or to whom.
I hope it's funny. I hope I can be a clown for a god, because gods sure as shit have never showed up for me when I needed them.
But she's not a god.
Yeah.
She's acting like it.
She's a scion, that's it.
Do you know how long it took me to make
No, I don't. Why don't you tell me? Tell me. Let us in on the information, please.
This thing took literally 100 non-stop solar cycles of work. The magic, we can't do it anymore. We can't produce a second one. The fabric's too weak now.
Is there any way you can fix it?
Well, we've never had to try.
That's what happens. You never think
This is
of
it.
contingencies.
This was what you fucking did.
No. This is what happens when you let something that important
Shut up, you daft child! You know nothing.
Willow just gets wide-eyed at that, and she just silences Val and just like, the difference.
I take your hands off. I love you so much, but you put your hand on my face again, and I will take your hand from you, love.
Willow just looks at him and goes, "Sweetheart, the lady who's been through this 5 times already, who has potentially seen whether or not we live or die throughout this entire thing, said that we just changed it. And that means we don't know what's going to happen next." She looks at Promethea, right?
You finally found something that can actually prevent Omnihilus from using these tools. You can't fix... We can't fix the resonant curve of the universe now, but he can't shatter it this way either. He can't collapse the time into singular. It's such an ugly fucking solution. And I am so afraid for what... This now, you idiots found a way.
Well, I mean, and I'm just gonna lift up my fucking hand and just be like, well, I'm no fucking stranger to an ugly solution. Trust me.
Listen, child, if you continue to mouth off to your superiors like that, it's going to get you late.
How much money are you paying me to actually be my superior?
Do you mean, like, just aside from all of the humongous cache of thousands upon thousands of credits of weaponry that I just let you borrow?
We brought that back, by the way.
Oh,
It's-
yes,
it's
I
not.
know.
It's not ours.
No.
Yeah. So we. Okay, you loaned
It's
us
only fair.
tool. You loaned us tools to do you a favor.
Oh, no, you'll be handsomely paid.
Okay.
Also, tell your friend congratulations.
Oh, we will.
Make sure to do that. And
Okay,
I have to confer with my sisters.
Granny, wait 1 sec. I'm trying. Give me a second here. I was mouthy and mean and short-tempered when I should not have been. And I'm trying really hard to actually mean this apology because you're right, I don't know jack shit. And respectfully speaking, I don't know you from Adam, but I'm sorry.
And she'll walk over and she'll actually give you a little hug and like lean up because she's short like that, and actually give you a hug around the neck, and she'll say, "I know, it's okay," and give you a little pat on the cheek, and inexplicably, you feel better. Like you just you feel good. Grandma's got you, and it's okay.
Oracle's cookie.
Oracle's cookie. Well, it's
No.
not. No.
The Matrix.
Oh yes, that Oracle's cookie. Quite.
Yes.
Even
I should
so,
know this reference.
have you watched The Matrix, the first one?
I did, but it's been a very, very long time.
You should watch it again. In any event,
Okay,
I haven't all the way through.
so listen, don't stray too far. You can go and do whatever. I'll make sure that they set up the transfer to funds for the job you've done here. It's tremendous work, but I have to confer with my sisters about how to move on this. Whether we can repair the shield, what we can do to make sure that this doesn't happen again. But look, there's a starbase nearby that actually has some really interesting new tech you all could possibly make use of. I think it'll help you in your line of work. The guy that runs the place, he's a little creative, but he's never let us down before. And he definitely has no love for the void cult, and well, you'll understand when you meet him. But for right now, yes, tell your friends, job well done, and oh, this is going to suck.
Well, I mean, for what it's worth, if you need someone to mouth off and take blame for you, you have my number.
Child, I could pin the blame on so many bigger people for...
Fair enough.
You're sweet to offer, though. Belly Kaz, will you please help escort them back to their ship, and they're free to stay planet side for, as long as they need. And she's actually going to take the shield and go back to the meditation area, and you can hear, like, as she's walking away, you can just on the edge of hearing, you can make out a little sob as she looks down at her broken masterpiece and contemplates the work ahead of her. And that's where we're going to end it tonight. So, plugs for tonight?
I'm
How do we
glad you
follow
looked
something like that?
Yay!
at- That's just good shit. Oh my god.
Right?
Maybe
Gosh.
Captain Falcon, or no, Captain. Well, what's it? Falcon and the
What?
Winter Soldier.
Oh, yeah.
Where they got
Falcon
the
and Winter-
shield.
That's tomorrow, right?
I'll just be a
Good
smart
one.
ass.
Good reference.
I'll
I guess
let everyone else do their plugs before I jump in and do my rant.
I guess I'll go first because mine's shorter. I have a couple of homebrew up on DM's Guild. Just type for the Sphinx Library. Currently, I only have 2: the Godbow Origin Sorcerer and the College of Dragon Song Bard. But hopefully, sometime before May, when the new Barovia expansion drops from Wizards, I should have a Paladin Oath coming out that's vampire themed. So look forward to that, if that's your thing.
Vampire being or
Vampire themed, as in your powers come from an oath to a vampire lord.
Say, for instance, you wanted to be evil. And say, for instance, you decided Strahd needs friends.
Or perhaps if you are playing in an Eberron campaign and you want to be from Karanath, or you want to serve the blood of Vol, and don't want to be evil, but want to, be one of the sacred, be a follower of one of the sacred undead, then this could be for you.
Or do you want to be sexy?
Yeah, I mean,
You got a good point there.
You do have on the spell list I gave them. You do have charm and dominate person, so yeah. But yeah,
I might
that's
be
my plug.
taking
That's all I got.
paladin. I might be taking paladin level soon.
Okay, Age.
Yeah, sure. I'm gonna be quick also. Just follow me on Twitter. I do art almost daily, so it's like really, you just have to follow me, and on your timeline it will pop up super cool art. So there's no reason not to do it. So yeah.
Yeah, US never makes something that isn't interesting. Anything that comes up from US is going to be awesome. That Viking centaur was just incredible.
Yeah, I like to how do you call it, like subvert your expectations, but keeping it sexy. So yeah,
Like,
There are 2 things you do well, and that's
yeah.
truly, like, I've seen your
Kaiju.
kaiju.
3.
Kaiju, yeah.
Your kaiju,
SSK.
they fuck.
Subversive,
Your
sexy
goblins-
kaiju.
Yes.
What about the goblins?
The goblins fit into sexy because he draws goblins like a Spanish accent, thick and sexy. I saw that on one of your tweets, and I'm not letting that die. I will
That's
be
so good.
86 on my deathbed and saying that, like, oh, remember Luis? He drew his goblins just like his Spanish accent, thick and sexy.
I keep forgetting I have the Spanish accent, but yeah.
Yeah, because to you, we all sound weird.
yeah. We all,
No, you sound. I mean, okay. So in my brain, I'm speaking just like you.
fascinating.
So you sound normal, and I'm speaking the same kind of English you do.
So
That-
that is
that in my head.
true, but at the same time, like also you have a cadence and a pronunciation that is slightly different from.
That's
so
cute.
you can see when I'm affecting it like this, you can kind of tell it back.
I'm sorry, that still makes me want to throw a trident at you for some reason.
Speaking of people throwing things, Sage, what you got any plugs for us before I go on my rant?
May as well plug the one that I just made reference to.
Alright.
Saturdays on Scotty's channel goes to Salt Marsh, where, yes, I almost said Smalt Marsh. Dyslexia. It's a fun game. Jesse's in there with me, where he pretends to be Spanish Inquisition,
No, not the Inquisition. I just use a US.
and I consider it a Spanish Inquisition from him. No offense to you.
No, technically, I mean, I don't think anybody in the Spanish Inquisition speak English, but yeah.
Nobody would expect it, anyways.
king.
Did you just?
Yes, I did. Where my Ice Mage, Sakald, has a wonderful Baron's Trident from the Sahug. Has a constant urge of throwing said trident at Axel. So, but it's a fun game. We just recently got done with a zombie apocalypse type campaign, round. You want to add something there?
Oh, I was just gonna say is like because Axel just as possible. He's a big cinnamon roll, right? He's not Inquisition, but he is a paladin.
And that frequently gets on the Ice Mage's nerves. Anyways, you're up, Val.
All right, so It's. Oh yes.
Before Val goes, don't forget you guys also have your Wednesday game.
I didn't want to plug that considering everything else.
Okay.
Just didn't want to take up too much time. But thank you. Yes.
No problem.
All right, now I guess everything lands on me in the end. A quick recap at the Sphinx Library. Get it, buy it, love it, learn it, play it. It's amazing. If you want illustrations to go with it, at UISabadias on Twitter, UISabadias on Insta. You want to see these. You want to see all this stuff in action. You want to see the Retroverse stuff in action. You want to see more dark matter games in action. You want to see just good D&D and good games in general. Scotty_Hood at Twitch. Everything he does, it fucks. Am I allowed to say fucks? I don't know, but I just did.
Yeah, Hood is spelled with 2 zeros, by the way.
Yes, very important. Thank you, Willow. Scotty_Hood, spelled with 2 zeros instead of O's on Hood. Also, at Aya Golander on Twitter, another artist, not the same style as Uis. Uis is more like dramatic and powerful, and Aya is more cuddly and warm. It's a difference between the fires of war and the fires of a hearth. They're both excellent. I have commissioned them both. Not a single complaint.
Me too. I haven't commissioned me, but yeah.
I did commission you once.
No, yeah, but I commissioned Aya. Too.
Oh yeah. Okay, sorry.
Wait, didn't you commission Uis for your Synthweaver though?
Yes, I did. I did
The
commission
Tiefling.
Uis for my Synthweaver thing, which that is. I'll tell you how that happens later. Well, how she's gonna. Anyways, all of that. If you're watching this video, then all of our Twitter @s are there. Follow us all. We all post wonderful stuff. Some of us post homebrew stuff. Some of us post art. I specifically post a whole bunch of pictures of dinosaur bones at a local museum that I volunteer. If you want more about that, just go to my Twitter. And stick around for the next game. It's going to be killer.
Yeah, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button so you can stay tuned to this channel for the next installment.
Because next time you get to meet... We'll have to see, but you will find out what happens to the Aegis. Promise. But that'll be all next time on the quest for the Quantum Rose.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
I bet's Galactic Superglue.
Dark Matter is copyright Mage Hand Press. Check them out at mfov.magehandpress.com. Sound effects by Sirenscape Online, the premier solution for your virtual tabletop RPG sound effects needs. $22 every other month gets you access to Sirenscape's library of hundreds of curated music and sound effect packages. From swords to spells to starships, if you need sound, you need Sirenscape Online. Check them out at Sirenscape.com. Zap the Laser Corgi and Snickle Socks, if he appeared today, appear courtesy of the Retroverse. Check them out at lasersandliches.com. Radical.